Hi everybody, my name is Lori, and this week I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a Minion cake. Despicable Me and Despicable Me 2, and those are just huge hit movies, and the kids absolutely adore them. So I'm going to teach you guys how to make this really easy Minion cake.
So first I'm going to cover my cake in fondant. So because my Minion is yellow, I've dyed my fondant yellow and I'm ready to roll that out, and I'm going to cover my cake in the fondant. Now for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm just using a foam cake or a cake dummy, but covering a real cake in fondant will use the same process. If you'd like to see a full video on how to cover a cake in fondant, you can go to my channel where I show you how to both cover square cakes and round cakes in fondant. For the details, for his eye, I'm going to roll out some thin white fondant and cut out a circle. And for the goggles, I'm going to roll out some really thick gray fondant. And I'm going to use a size larger to cut out the outer circle. Once that's cut, I'm going to use two sizes smaller to cut out the inner circle. And that's going to leave me a ring, which is going to be the goggles going around his eye. Now I'm just using some silver highlighter, which is going to give it more of that metal kind of look to my goggles. I'm just wrapping a black strip around the base of my cake, just to cover up any rough edges. Now I'm ready to start assembling my eye. So I'm just using some water going around the outside of my white circle, and then placing my goggles on top of that. For his eyeball, I'm going to roll out some brown fondant and cut out a small circle. Then some black fondant and cut out an even smaller circle. And that's going to go right on top of my brown fondant because his eyes are kind of two shades. And for that little sparkle in his eye where the light hits it, I'm just using a little small ball of white fondant, and I'm just going to put that right there. Wet that with some water, and then stick that onto your white eyeball. Now I'm just using a smaller than what my goggles is, a smaller circle to lay out where I want my eye to go exactly, and using some water to stick it down. Now for the goggle straps, I've rolled out a very long strip of black fondant, and I've cut that into a long kind of rectangle, wet it with some water, and I'm going to place that going around my whole cake, right down the edge of it. And that's going to be to strap the goggles kind of onto the cake. You can just trim that to size, and then do the same with the other side. Now for his mouth, I wanted him to have kind of a big smile, so I've cut out a circle and then cut that circle in half, coming kind of down on an angle on the one side. As well, I'm just sticking that on using some water. But you can give him like a shocked look or a scared look, any kind of really look that you want for your Minion, because all the Minions can look different. And I've decided to kind of give him that old man kind of haircut, all brushed out to the side. So I've rolled out some black fondant using my fingers, and this is just creating almost like a little worm shape or a little cylinder. You want to roll out that really thin, and I've just cut it into 6 pieces and used a little water, and then kind of stick that on the cake. Just 3 on each side, kind of laying them down. I like this look. I think he looks really funny.
And that's how you make the Minion cake. I hope that you guys really liked it. I mean, Minions, they're all different. So you could do different hair and different smiles. They're super easy, and have fun with it. You can even take the concept of the circle and just do cupcakes if that's what you like to do, or anything, or do a cake and cupcakes. Why not? Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all next Tuesday.